Mr. Kramer on the ones and twos. Buckle up. This is your weekly AA meeting for your ears. And this is Attention Addiction.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Do
Hey.
we have some stuff to talk about? First and foremost, we have an extra member of Attention Addiction as of today. Well, as of a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, no, look at this beautiful baby boy. This is old Reese Bronson Sandstone.
Reese Bronson. Whoa, that's a strong name, buddy.
Thank you. Let's hope
he
that
Reese
beautiful.
Bronson.
he's going to be a strong boy. I know that for a fact. Ain't that right, baby?
He
Ain't
is
that right,
beautiful.
baby?
And how's he
Thank you.
sleeping?
He's been sleeping great.
Good.
He's been sleeping great. I've been sleeping great. My wife probably not so much, but I mean, he's been a great kid. He really has been.
Is he breastfeeding?
Yes.
Good.
You would ask that question too, wouldn't you?
Only because both my kids breastfed, and
Yeah.
I couldn't get up with them in the middle of the night. When
Exactly.
They were hungry, so I slept all the way through.
That's how basically I am right now, Zeke. That's how it is. No, but he's been doing great. The milk from Caitlin's producing, heck, the baby formula, he's been doing great. He's
Good.
I think he was born 3 or 4 days early, and he's been like
So how'd that
excelling the
go
entire
down?
time.
Did the water break?
So all right, so I'll just give you the rundown. Caitlin, you want to take him? I say goodbye to
Bye,
Reese.
Caitlin. Bye, Reese.
Hey, my little buddy,
All right, here we go.
my little pumpkin.
Yeah, no, little Reese is awesome. No, so on Thursday morning about 2:00, I get the hey, wake up. We're doing this. So this was the Thursday the 13th. So we get to the hospital about 3:00 in the morning. I may or may not have been speeding the entire time. Who cares? We made it there safely, and we're back home now. But got there at 3:00. We got into a room by 3:30, and that was like the staging room. And I'm just like seeing Caitlin in so much pain and stuff. Because I think the night prior, like I was telling her, I'm like, hey, we should just go now because you're starting to get that back discomfort. Like it's time. Like you're here we go. Let's do this.
Did she have the burst of energy?
The burst of energy. She had more burst of like rage and pain from what she has. But she. So we got there at 3:30. In a room by 3:30. We didn't get transferred to another room after they were feeling everything, but like they checked her and she was dilated to like a 3, but the gal was like, no, I feel his head right now. So you're way more than just a 3. So by 5:00, we get into our next room. She gets her epidural. She's now at a 5 with Reese, and now we're just playing the waiting game. And so she was, Caitlin was able to feel fine because of the epidural. She did not want to do a natural birth, which I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy doing natural births, but there's people out there that want to do them. I'm not going to shame you for it, but epidural, I think, is the way to go from how pain, if you do not deal with pain. But by 6:00, she took a 30-minute nap. Her water broke by then. Naturally, she was at a 10, ready to go, and all we were doing was just waiting on the other room to have their baby come out. Caitlin probably pushed for about 5 contractions, total about 15 minutes pushing, and here comes Reese. And Caitlin was an absolute beast at just getting Reese out. It was so awesome. Got to hold him right after they did skin to skin. I did skin to skin as well. It was pretty sweet. And it's just crazy when you see like a baby just come on out. Like for the first time in my life, like watching it fully. It's like a surreal moment, and like I can't be more happier and proud of being like Reese's dad, heck, being Caitlin's husband. Like it's so awesome seeing this and experiencing this. And
I love the way you talk about that because you hear a lot of guys
makes me
that
giddy.
they're like that's disgusting. I don't want to be with my wife. That's nasty. I've seen what happened. I'm like, and you're just making it so beautiful as it should be, and I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Hold on a minute. I gotta go hurt my dogs.
Hey, you're fine.
Knock it off. I'm on a podcast. So you want to go outside?
It was fun watching him turn like his bluish color. That when they come out, they're kind of blue because of the fluid, the blood. However, because our blood's blue inside of us until it hits oxygen. But seeing him go from blue to pink to bright pink, and now like him with getting his natural skin tone going on. He's a little on the lighter side. He looks just like me. I feel like, even if you pull up baby pictures. I mean,
God, let's hope not. I mean,
at the beginning, he clearly looked
My
like Caitlyn,
God,
but I bet he's going to end up looking like Caitlyn whenever he gets a little bit grown more. I mean, again, he's only been out and fresh for about a week and 4 days by the time this podcast comes out. So it's awesome. He's experienced his first trip outside. We spent about 3 or 4 hours in Nebraska Furniture Mart on this past Thursday. So
nice.
there wasn't nobody there, so it's perfect just to get Reese out in the public that way. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love that.
That's great.
I can't wait to hold him and love on him.
Oh yeah, no, that soon.
Yep. We'll get to it.
Well,
Well,
congratulations, man.
thank you.
Congratulations, for sure.
An absolute huge deal, man. Huge.
Thank you. It's all. I'm telling you, it's so great. I know I've been doing it for about a week and 4 days, but man, it's awesome being a dad. I love
That's
it.
great.
So we're doing the whole, like, they call it like the sandwich show today. Like, we have good news and we have a little bit of like, we have to start bitching news, and then we're gonna bring it back to good news.
All right,
so
good.
Are we ready for the bitch news?
Let's get it.
Yeah, this kind of hit. This kind of hit yesterday, day before.
This hit yesterday. Kansas City, like, what's going on in Kansas City Facebook page. They got wind of it. They reposted. Everyone's reposting, and we might want to clear up what is going on. So I'm just going to read the first part because it was a very lengthy post. I won't read it all, but I see this come in from Nycki Pace, who used to work with Johnny Dare at 98.9 The Rock.
She's been on this program.
Yes,
She's
she
been on
has.
this podcast.
Friend of the show.
Yes, she is a friend of the show. And I actually did send her a text. I said, if you want to come on, but I mean, that was like an hour ago. And I didn't give her enough time or a heads up. I haven't really heard back from her. But if she ever wants to come on and explain it, more than happy to have her. But she says, I have to say it's almost comical that I got the news that Odyssey Kansas City sent a copyright infringement / cease and desist on National Radio Day to my bosses at Murphin Media and The Rock of Kansas. When I first got wind of it, I thought this was a joke. I mean, 97.7 FM KSNP is a small town Burlington / Emporia, Kansas radio station that streams to 4 of our other local Kansas stations. Nope, it's a problem. Starting today, that all changes, which brings me to the first genuine thought that hit me when I was let go with my fellow coworkers from Odyssey KC back in March of 2025. The thought was, well, that's not my problem anymore, meaning let it go. Does it suck? Of course, but there's absolutely nothing you can do to change it, and letting it eat at you isn't going to help anything. This may be the one and only time in my life I've ever had a level-headed Zen moment reaction to something. And then she said, shame on me. Anyway, this kind of goes on and on, talking about how she didn't ever bad-mouthed Odyssey. She didn't, do anything. She just, when people would come up to her, she would just say, thanks for listening and all the support. Okay.
And for those that don't know, she went ahead after she got fired after her non-compete, which is the stupidest thing, where you can be fired and have to, do a non-compete. That's dumb. But anyway, after her non-compete was over, she now works for this radio station and it's in small towns, like you said, Emporia, a couple of other, and they call it the Rock of Kansas. Yeah.
So she said, Odyssey taking the time to present a legal issue with the Rock of Kansas that you can barely hear in city limits is a joke and honestly embarrassing. She called out our former bosses, as she rightfully should.
Yeah.
One of them, it was all highlighted. One of them took their name off there. So either unfriended, blocked, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Roxanne, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll say it. I don't give a shit.
No.
Really don't.
It's just crazy the fact that
I
she
got
wanted.
nothing to lose.
I just think it's funny. It's you're tagged and you wanted to removed, and that makes it look even more bad.
Well, that's what stuff going on around Kansas City said too. They were like, even the local artists are chiming in on this. Here's what I think. So basically, it was the infringement. It was the Rock of Kansas, too close to 9, but they were the Rock of Kansas for I don't know how long, because I don't know how long they've been a part of a station. I don't know how long their signal has been going on, but before Nycki Pace got there, they were the Rock of Kansas. It wasn't like she went over there and they changed their name so that they could play some kind of game. It was just, that's who they've been this whole time. They're a rock station in Emporia.
By Murphin Media and LLC, which, I mean, they've got an LLC to where it's like they're going to be, if they're going to fight this, which I think honestly you should, but then again, they're also a small station. So, I mean, do you think Odyssey has money? I don't. So they could win it.
But I just don't know why. My whole thing is leave these people alone. You fired everybody. You fired us. Quit coming after people. Right. And just like what she said at the end of her post, she said, my advice to you is why don't you just try to do really good things in Kansas City with your own station? Why don't you just try to do that? She said it might be better just to let people think you're small, petty people than to continually prove it.
Right. And here's the other thing.
Yeah.
With these small stations, and we'll call them locally owned or small, not owned by big corporations like Audacity and Cumulus and that kind of thing.
Oh my God, my dog's gonna have to go outside. Keep talking.
Okay, all right, but my point is that most of the smaller stations are all local and live, right?
Yeah.
And these big stations like Odyssey, the ones Odyssey owns, maybe during a day you have one local person on the station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the station I got fired from has one show that has local people. The rest of them all day, midday, afternoon, evening, is all from another city. It's all piped in from someplace else, and they do that on the Rock as well. They have a couple of local people, and then the rest of it's piped in. So it's like, what they're doing is they're taking all these people and putting them in other markets because it's cheaper that way. They don't have to pay talent to do that, but yet you don't have a local connection. You have no local connection to the station.
Isn't it kind of shitty too when they want you to we want you to continue your career in radio and stuff, but it's not with us. What I mean by with us, I mean with Odyssey. Right. And then when you try to go out there and do something on a different station, like, why are you so worried about me? Like, well, don't you want me to be happy? Don't you want me to continue to do what I love and that's be on the radio? And that's just not happening right now for Nycki, which absolutely sucks. It's like stop following her. She's moved on and clearly you haven't. So let's get that out of the way.
Nycki did nothing to them. Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing to JR.
Whatsoever.
Nothing to Roxanne.
I didn't either.
No. But what I mean is she didn't do anything.
I didn't either.
No, but after the firing, we talked about it. We talked about how we didn't get, any, hey, way to go, accolades for our awards. We talked about things that kind of hurt. We talked about how we were let go on a Thursday and the new morning show who we used to compete against was like, hey, I'm here on a Monday. That was rude. Like, let the bodies get cold, you know, and don't sit there and insult. We're going to make radio fun again. I'm like,
no.
Have you seen their ratings? I'm sorry. I had something in my throat.
Anyway, I'm not trying to say, but what I am trying to say is Nycki didn't do any of that. She was still friends with all of them. She was, like she said in that post, I was kind of zen about it. It happens. I was zen about getting let go, because that has happened to me before. And you know this, I went in with a very level head. I gave them both a hug before we left. I said, thank you for giving me the opportunity here at Odyssey. Gave Roxanne a hug, gave JR a hug, and I left. And Zeke, you were probably more pissed off because you had never been fired before. And I thought, well, this is radio. This is probably part of the readjustment, the money, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then when I found out it wasn't, it was just a personal, we just have been buddies, so I'm going to bring you over kind of deal. And you couldn't even wait 1 week. You couldn't even give us, our listeners 1 week to catch up to what's going on. Right. It really pissed me off. So we talked about it. Nycki did not talk about anything. There was nothing there. She went off on her own, rode off into the sunset, and then for her to get a cease and desist on this for the station, and now they have to figure out what they're going to do and if they have to rename themselves, and it's just not fair. And it's like, who made that decision? Was it Odyssey as a company, or was it the two people in Kansas City right now that are trying to control what Kansas City can and cannot?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around why their cease and desist even happened, because it's not like the two. It's 98.9 The Rock. That's just their name. And then it's the what's the station again?
The Rock of Kansas.
The Rock of Kansas. What do they own? What does the 98.9 The Rock own compared to the Rock of Kansas? Nothing. It's just because of the name The Rock in there. Well, you need to go after Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You got to go after all the other people that are using. No, I'm being dead serious, and they don't understand that.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Heck, I mean, clearly not going for Will Smith because he might get slapped, but still. But no, it's I just don't understand what their legality issue on the cease and desist truly is.
They're very petty, petty.
That's what it is. There's pettiness.
They're petty. They're actually making themselves even smaller than they are now. As far as it's ridiculous. And the thing that bothered me the most, other than being fired, and Nycki probably has been fired too before. I don't know that, but the thing that bothered me is they told both of us told the people at the Rock when they fired them, and then they told us when they fired us, you know what, we're not going to worry about your non-compete. If you find something, more power to you. Well, that was a lie, because they kept me from getting, well, me and Cody for a minute, kept us from getting a job, right?
Yeah.
And so I still don't have a radio job. So they screwed me, and I'll remember that from day one. I'll never go back to work for Odyssey. I don't care if they called me tomorrow and said, "Hey, we got an opportunity for you." I said, "Nah, not Odyssey. They're terrible, terrible people."
I don't know that I want to say it's Odyssey. I want to say it's the people running Kansas City's Odyssey.
Well, that's true. It is, but
and that's I'm just trying to keep it fair, keep it real, because I just feel that way. But enough about that. I guess you guys can decide what y'all want to do. I don't know what Kansas City has, it's been reshared her post over and over and over again.
It needs to be more and more reshared.
I shared it on my, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I shared it on mine. So if you're not friends with Nycki Pace, but it's sad. It's sad that they are so small and petty. And I think you're right. It's the two people in Kansas City that's the reason.
And who the hell are they? One of them is not even from here. His wife doesn't even reside here. It's just, who the hell are they?
Right. I agree.
To dictate what Kansas City listeners can and can't hear, and people who used to work there, where they can and cannot work, and say it. It's just, oh my God. It's like, God dang. Do they just think they are God? I am just like shocked.
It's like, can they just stop following like what we're doing? Like that's like,
yeah.
Just let us grow, or like, can we just get this going?
Well, and they're, let's say what it is. Their ratings, the Odyssey station's ratings are in the shitter. They're in the shitter. They're terrible. The station we got fired from has the lowest ratings, this last ratings book, than they ever had. I mean, we never were that.
Hey, don't tell them that.
What? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, shout out to you, Noah. You know what Noah knows what he was doing. This letting him hear it. I mean, of course they silenced him on social media.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, my best friend Noah.
Oh, what? Why'd they silence him?
I remember he would always like say he was big, wanted us to be still there, and he kept on saying that, saying, "Oh, your guys' ratings stink," and was like saying things. It's my buddy Noah. He has no filter on his mouth, so I honestly don't know exactly what he's been saying. But I mean, they kind of like silenced him on Facebook.
How'd they do that?
Just by basically muting his comments.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well,
that's
anyway,
funny. I don't know.
They're petty. Their ratings are in the toilet. They are not selling the advertising they need to. That's why they don't have hardly any local talent on the radio. It's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible organization.
It hurts my heart so much because
we
adored.
We gave 100% to that.
I gave like 20 years to that company.
Even longer, you know. So anyway,
and like, I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm shocked her old PD allowed this to happen.
Her old PD?
Yeah, on the Rock.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
I think I like him. I think he has to go along, or he gets fired.
And I'm just shocked.
Everyone's trying to make a living. I can't blame the people who are still there just trying to get a paycheck. I can't. You know what I mean? They're trying to make a living too. I'm not gonna shit all over them right now, but I do think the two in charge. There's no way that Odyssey just would have found that company and been like, they hadn't found him until Nycki got there.
Right.
Why couldn't there have been some conversation, even if it was the head honchos of Odyssey going, "Oh, we got to come after them"? Why? Like, why wouldn't people step up and go, "You know what? Leave them alone. It doesn't matter. This isn't affecting anything Kansas City's doing. It's not taking advertisers from us. It's fine." You know, like this is what baffles me. So to me, it's not anything that's hurting. It's like you're just picking on somebody. You're just picking on a weaker kid. That's all you're doing.
That's exactly right. The small kid kept picking on the small kid.
I can understand if the small kid was taking all the money and all the juice, you know what I mean? Then I'd be like, "Oh, I get it. You got to stop that."
Yeah.
But if they're not, then why'd you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Let it be. Let everyone have fun.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, I can't imagine.
I hate people who try to think they're a conglomerate when they're not. So,
And if I get in trouble because of this stupid ass podcast that we're doing, and they come after our podcast because we're talking about this,
it's
I
public
want to go
knowledge.
fund me because I want everyone in Kansas City to sue their asses off.
You can go on, like, I'm assuming I can go on some database, look up cease and desist, and it's sitting right there. So it's like, this is public knowledge at this point in time, especially Nycki bringing it to the limelight as well. So, I mean, this is all public knowledge. We shouldn't be, nothing is going to be happening to us. So I'll let you know that now. Plus, we're also, our name's called Attention Addiction. There's nothing about our old stuff that's being shown right now in here. It's just us.
And what I'm saying on this podcast and what you guys are saying, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. That the people that work at Odyssey, the people that run Odyssey, two people we're talking about are shitty people. They're just shitty people. And I don't mind saying it. It's my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I feel the same way. I think if you read the rest of Nycki Pace's post, I didn't read it all. She calls them out. So if you want to know who they are, she calls them out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And unless they want to respond to it, and they won't. But it's like if they wanted to respond and say, well, it wasn't our decision. Well, then who in the hell's decision was that? Who? Why would Odyssey take the time? Maybe they should just be focusing on their stations.
And how about you work with somebody
Maybe
every
sell
day,
something.
every day in the building, right? You work for somebody every day in the building for so many years. You can't pick up the phone and call them and go, hey, what's going on over there? You know, instead of sending them a cease and desist from an attorney, come on.
There was no reason for that.
Yeah.
None. But whatever. I don't know.
Hey, we're supporters of Nycki Pace over here at Attention Addiction.
That's right.
You should too.
That's right. Let's finish up with this really cool thing that I just saw in Kansas City. Speaking of Kansas City, because KC is amazing. All right. Here we go. I have to read this because I want to know where it's coming from. Hold up. Okay. The New York Times came out with an article, and it released its 41 greatest Mexican restaurants in the country, and one local restaurant made that list.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Mexican restaurant here in KC.
And I've eaten there three times. It's delicious.
A couple of 3 times. Apparently, it's good.
No, only because they serve three things. They serve whole chickens, half chickens, and chicken wings, and that's it. That's all they serve.
I like chicken. I love chicken.
And it's called
El Pollo Rey.
That's exactly right.
And it's
And
down
it was
there, kind of in the Argentine area of Kansas. It's delicious. Absolutely.
Tyler
delicious.
and the railroad guys, they eat there often.
Yeah. It's good.
So Tyler definitely vouches for it then.
He does. I don't even know if he's not here. I haven't told him yet. I'm like, did you know this restaurant just made the greatest? I have never been there. So he's like, well, I'll have to take you there sometime. It's pretty good. They just do. He was telling me about the chickens. He's like, yeah, they just sell these whole chickens. I'm like, oh God. So it doesn't sound good, but I guess it is.
And their motto is "pluck you." That's the no, it's not there. It's really not.
I was like, well, how fitting for today.
No, El Pollo Rey. It sounds great.
Yeah.
I need to find a new Mexican food joint because the El Pollo, I can't remember what it's called. It got closed down over here in Liberty because of raids, but still, that was a very, very, very good and authentic Mexican food joint.
No. Well, I tell you what, you got to go out to Rancho Grande right there in Parkville or Liberty.
Great place.
I love Rancho Grande.
Yeah, over there by over Cece's place, whatever she cuts her hair. Oh man, I need to go there at some point. By the way, I need to go to Cece's.
Salon Bellissima.
It's good.
Yeah, Salon Bellissima.
She's gonna cut Reese's hair whenever it's time. I told her.
Oh, you have to get pictures of her doing it.
Oh, definitely. I want to make sure his neck can be supported whenever, he's doing all this right now, like this. Like, oh, what's going on?
You don't cut their hair until they're like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna
4.
see how long this mane grows out before that.
Yeah, I think the first haircut little Lincoln got was when he was 1.
Yeah. So cute. I love little baby haircuts. And shout out to our girl Cece. She just did my hair. It's kind of a wreck right now because I just woke up, just got out of bed, got moving. I was like, I'll brush it.
Jeez, Zeke, put the hat back on.
I know. I just put mine back on.
Is your hair growing out again? What are we doing?
Me? No.
Oh,
actually not. I had to get the tape down in front.
I really thought your hair is what got us fired. I was like, Zeke is looking like a hell of a mess, and they don't oh my God, he's the one. He's the problem here. He was not presentable for the last year of working at Odyssey.
I don't care. I really don't.
I think his hair got us fired. I do.
But
I think
you
they
know
were
what?
tired of looking at him.
You know what's sad is, I drove by the Audacity building there last week, and there's one car in the parking lot. I'm like, wow.
Gotta have someone working. Just that one person. You're the one.
That building's a money suck too. Which
Yeah, I know. I should have sued him when I fell down.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of suing, we have got to get this guy on our podcast if he'll do it. And I think he will. I have him on. If you guys want to have another podcast to join, it's actually really good. So what we've been doing at Steel City Media, we have Mix 93.3, which shout out to them for getting the #1 pop station in the nation, not just here in KC. Way to go, Mix 93.3. But we also have Bob FM, Q104, and KF. And we come together and we all do, like, on certain weeks, we have a podcast that we put out every week. And it's either, Teresa, and then it'll be like my turn, and then like Rocket's turn, and then Dale's turn. And so we could choose whatever we want. We just have to interview somebody and put them on the podcast. So guess who I interviewed? And he was the funniest damn person ever.
Who?
Tristan Woods.
Oh, no shit.
Jungle Law.
Oh,
Tarzan looking guy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He is so funny. And then I don't know if you were watching the Chiefs game on your local TV, the preseason game, but like every commercial was Jungle Law. And there was one commercial on there where the guy comes up, they're like harassed at work, and the guy comes up or whatever, and he's like, hey, he's an older man. And this woman's like looking up at him like this. He goes, I can't see you anymore. I have to stop this affair. My wife found out.
And you're fired.
And then he looks at the person behind her and goes, fire her. And then it's like Jungle Law comes in to save the day.
Nice.
But it was such a stupid commercial, and the acting was so bad purposely. Like everything was it was like you could just tell it was like, I mean, it was just the funniest commercial ever. And we were talking about, his marketing. That's what I had him on for, was just to talk marketing and how, he could be taken as a joke because he makes all these funny commercials and not serious. And he explained all of that. And he's opening up more law offices now in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Wow.
And he wants to open more in LA. He is just insanely smart and really funny. And he's got some good messages in there. So that podcast is going to come out at the end of this month. So if you go on to the Q104KC.com website, you can click on KC Close-Up, join that podcast, and you can hear that interview plus so many more. I mean, things going on around Kansas City, the actors from the Renaissance. I think Mallory did an interview with one of them. So just check that podcast out too if you're looking for another one. It's called KC Close-Up, and you can get to it by going to the Q104 website and just clicking on the tab. That way it's easy to get to.
The first time I remember seeing this guy was I was at an ECHL game the Mavericks were playing, and they'd throw. It was like maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago.
6, 7.
But it's funny because they played one of those corny commercials, and then after that, all you see is his eyes on like the rink board and stuff, just looking at you at Jungle Law. And I'm like, this thing is like, I was laughing then. Like, I knew that guy's stick. Like, I understood it. Like, this dude had something. No, we should get him on the show. That'd be awesome. Actually.
I'll try. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I mean, I think he'd like to come on the show. I don't think he'd care. I think he would enjoy that, but he's great. He's very down to earth, very smart, like I said. And yeah, we should get him on the show.
Yeah, we should.
Perfecto. But in the meantime, we are, like always, going to say this. Thank you for your support.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
your
for
support.
Sharing our podcast, Attention Addiction, with your friends, letting people know about it, because that means the world to us.
It does. Subscribe, like, we love you.
Absolutely. And you can follow us on Instagram at Attention Addiction, CZK, and YouTube. So if you want to watch these episodes, if you're just driving, you can listen. If you want to watch, you can get on YouTube.
Also,
I mean, who wouldn't want to watch? I mean, look at this. This is amazing.
Spotify has now allowed us to post our video format on Spotify now. So you can watch and listen on Spotify.
Oh, that must mean that we've been doing pretty good then.
We have been doing pretty good.
We've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. And they have allowed us to do that.
That's
so it's
nice.
Shout out to you, Spotify, for that.
So are you posting those to Spotify then in video form?
Yep, video format and audio format are both going to Spotify. So if you don't have YouTube or anything, which is kind of crazy if you don't have YouTube, it's 2026. I mean, Zeke probably doesn't, so it's okay.
I have YouTube.
You can on your Spotify, if you want to watch us there, go feel free. You can watch.
I'm going
us.
to show you my tube here in a minute.
I don't want to see no tubes from you, boo. Boob.
From YouTube to no tube.
To my tube.
Nope, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna watch it. Anyway, thank you all for joining us on Attention Addiction. Thank you for showing us your baby, Reese.
I'm gonna go love that little boy up right now.
Yes, you
Heck
go do that.
Yeah.
You go do
All
that.
right, guys. We'll catch you next week, and maybe there'll be some updates to these stories. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Send out some positive vibes for our girl, Nycki Pace, and, not so positive vibes for the people who are trying to ruin everybody.
Right. Karma's a bitch.
And have the day you deserve.
That's right.
All right. Catch you guys later. Love ya. Bye.
Bye.